Yes, two people can tour two up on a BMW G650GS. Yes, I have done it myself on a 2,000 kilometer road trip last year. Yes, I would do it again. Spoiler alert, I am shipping my G650GS to Italy to ride across the country. And yes, people who feel like they had to spend $25,000 on a 1250GS are gonna hate me for this. My name is Adrian from YouMotorcycle. I make videos for people who wanna learn about motorcycling. And these are gonna be some of the challenges that we faced two-up touring on a G650GS and how we overcame them. So obviously the first thing to acknowledge is the windscreen. It is a Kappa windscreen. I love it because the stock one only comes to around here. This gives me a lot more coverage, takes that beating off of my chest. Super cheap, super good. Love it. Next upgrade you'll notice is the LED headlight. I have a whole video about this and why I kind of do and don't recommend it. It does make things a lot brighter, but you definitely have cheaper options out there. I'll link to the video somewhere in that corner, or you can just check it out at the end of this video. You'll also notice I have these, I think the BMW OEM kind of wind protectors for your hands. They don't have the metal parts, they are plastic. Honestly, most of my route is going to be on road. Not really worried about it. These things have been great just for taking a little bit more wind pressure off. Absolutely love them. Speaking of hands, this is a Atlas throttle lock. So how it works, twist the throttle, let's say you get to a comfortable speed. You can lock it in place, stretch out your hand, relax. Should you need to adjust your throttle, you can still twist it. It's not actually fully locked. It's locked just enough that it won't spiral out back on its own. And then to disengage, click the other button, and it works like normal again. And obviously up front, I also have my cell phone mount, which is conveniently located sort of within my field of view, but not directly in the way. I've asked some of the Italian moto vloggers if they think I should go with the GPS, and they said based on my route, don't even sweat it, cell phone will be great. So that's awesome. Up here, you'll also notice I have this. This is for plugging in any device. It does not let the battery get below a certain voltage level. Really handy, really cheap. And when that's not plugged in, I can just use it like a regular SAE plug for battery tenders or for heated gear or what have you. Now, one of my favorite things about this whole bike is the seat. It is a seat by seat concepts, and the reason why I love it so much is because it is really made for you. Not in the way of just an aftermarket seat. They make it to the rider. So they ask you for your height, they ask you for your weight, what kind of riding you do, and even what kind of gear you are. And depending on the answers you give them, they will use different densities of foam. They will also use different textured covers for grippiness, depending on what you need to suit your gear and your riding. Really, really like that. Now, seat concept seat, how you first make it is you take your original seat, and there's three layers to it. There's the cover, there's the foam, and there's the seat pan. You get rid of the cover, get rid of the foam. I was able to find somebody who actually needed it because the seat was ripped up, so that was great. Recycle, awesome. I kept the original seat pan. They send you their foam. It is made to fit your original factory seat pan. You put the foam on top, looks just like stock, and you put the seat cover on. You staple gun around the back, and that's how you remake your seat. Obviously, the next thing to talk about is my touring bag setup. These are GVs. These are 41-liter side cases each. These ones are particularly cool because they have a key code on the side. So if you know what the key code is, you can just punch in your key code, and then just the side opens up. You don't have to open the entire bag and have all your stuff spill out. That's really handy. You keep the stuff that you really kind of need, like maybe a camera, gear, water bottle, stuff like that you want up close, up there up top. I also have this, the original BMW factory top case, which is good and bad. It's good because I can very easily, just like the GVs, lock it, walk away. All of my gear is locked. I can also take it off, just like the GVs, and walk away and take it with me, and it's super, super easy. It's also easy and quick to lock back in place. Now, there is one reason why I do not recommend the OEM top case for people who want to do a lot of two-up. This top case kind of overhangs over the first maybe half an inch to an inch of the seat. That really pushes, these buckles here especially, they really push your lady forward, which means they're pushing her into you, which pushes you forward, and everything we've gained in terms of comfort gets kind of offset by this. So instead, I have another solution. So when we take the case off, we see that there is much more room back here, and the solution I found is you get this SW-Motec rack kind of adapter plate. You can mount any GV or Kappa or whatever brands or SW-Motec top case you want on here, and it just offsets it like about a couple inches further back, gives her that couple more inches, doesn't bump her forward, gives her a nice backrest, doesn't bump her into you. Everyone's super comfortable, so that is our solution. Unfortunately, it does mean I'll be selling my BMW OEM top case, but if you don't do a lot of two-up, you should buy it. It's awesome. And of course, there are a few other things that are nice to have. Like I have the factory heated grips, which are really, really nice. I also have at the back my Leo Vince exhaust pipe, and the baffle being in there means I do get a little bit, well, a lot more sound without being super irritating, super annoying, or causing premature fatigue, which is what you don't want on a long motorcycle ride. The new top case is in, and it does line up to a little bit, maybe like an inch further back. It does what we need it to do, which is if we're touring tour up, having that extra space. It's good. The downside is the access panel to lift your seat is underneath here, and that means you got to take off 1-2 things to get to it. It's poorly designed by SW Motec. I strongly suggest keeping the OEM top case or finding one. They're much better than this setup, but this is the setup that we need for our particular application. Some of you guys might be wondering, if I have the F700GS, it's a little more spacious, a little bit more powerful, I'm going to do tour riding, why am I bringing the G650, the 650 single instead? The F700, yeah, it's also a great bike. It has a lot of the same great things about it that the G does, but it also has a lot more electronics, a lot more sensors, a lot more stuff that can fail me. And over here, if something fails, I got my pickup truck, I have my garage full of tools, I have friends who own or work at dealerships, I have a really good connection and network here. But when I'm in a totally different continent, I don't know anybody. So I need the most simple, most efficient, most effective, most foolproof, fail-proof motorcycle that I can get, that I can put through hell and back. And I absolutely trust this bike for that job. That's why I picked my G650. If you like this video, please do me a favor, hit the like button. I would really appreciate you guys' support. It helps me keep making content, touring, doing motorcycle stuff, and trying to make a living doing that. So yeah, thanks for your support. And that's it. Ride safe, have fun. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Peace.